Reflecting on the past, expressing regret and disappointment with should have. By now, you probably know that should is a word English speakers use frequently. Perhaps you think of advice when you see the word. You should study. You should clean your house. You shouldn't eat too much. But did you know that you could also use should with have and a past participle to show regrets or disappointment about the past? Take my experience as an example. Last Saturday, it was a beautiful day. The sun was shining, the crickets were chirping, so I decided to go for a hike. However, the experience was not quite as perfect as the day was. I have a few regrets about that day. Let me show you what I mean.
Which way do I go? I'm at a crossroad. I'll just look at my map. I didn't bring the map. My phone, where's my phone? Left it in the car. It's so stupid.
In reality, I forgot my map. I didn't bring my phone. I was not prepared. It was a mistake. In retrospect, or looking backwards, I can see that I should not have forgotten my map. You should always have a map when you go hiking. I should have brought my phone. I should have been prepared. You know what? I regret it. I'm not happy about those decisions. Okay, let's take a closer look at these sentences on the right. We can use should, have, and a past participle to talk about what we regret in the past or what we're disappointed about. Look at each of these sentences. Should, have, and the past participle of forget, which is forgotten. Should have brought. Should have been. Okay, let's take a look at another example.
Ow. Ouch. Can't believe I twisted my ankle. These stupid shoes.
All right, again, I made a few mistakes on my hiking trip. I twisted my ankle because I wore the wrong shoes. It was a mistake. In retrospect, or looking backwards, I should have been more careful. I should have worn hiking boots. I regret it. Can you find the past participles in each of these two sentences with should have? Yep, been and worn, which are the past participles of be and wear. You know, my sister had advised me to wear hiking boots. She's pretty smart about hiking. I ought to have followed her advice. Ought to have is like should have. We also follow it with a past participle. We can also use should have and a past participle to give past advice. Take a look at this example. Joe invited Molly to a Halloween party. He told her to wear a costume. However, the day before the party, Joe called all his guests to tell them it would no longer be a costume party. When Joe called Molly, she didn't recognize his number, so she didn't answer it. Although Joe left her a message, she didn't listen to it. As a result, Molly was very embarrassed when she arrived at the party dressed as a turkey. No one else was wearing a costume. In reality, Molly didn't answer Joe's call. She didn't listen to his message. She wore a costume to the party. Do you have any past advice for Molly? What should she have done? What shouldn't she have done? She should have answered her phone. She should have listened to the message. She should not have worn a costume. Then she wouldn't have been so embarrassed. Okay, I'm going to show you one more mistake I made.
Ooh, I think I'll hike down this mountain. Looks like good exercise. Whoa! Whoa! Oh my gosh! Not a good idea.
What did I do? Well, as you saw, I tried to hike down the mountain and I fell. What should I have done? I should have been more careful. I should not have gone down that mountain. What do you think I should do next time? Well, I should probably be more prepared for the possible dangers of hiking. Notice the difference between using should in the past, which is followed by have in a past participle, and using should to talk about the present or future, which is followed by the base form or simple form of the main verb. Also, like other modal verbs, when we form a question, should will precede the subject. It is then followed by have and a past participle. What should I have done? It is also very common to use the contraction forms, should have and shouldn't have. In this lesson, you learned how to use should have with a past participle to express regrets and disappointment about past events. Thank you for listening.